Okay everyone, I'd like to bring you a quick video on some things I found with the front diff. So these are a problem with, I guess, the 800s, 900s, 1000, you name it. There's, no matter what manufacturer, there's an issue. But here's what I found. This is with 3,300 miles on my 2011 XP 900. So what happened was the front end on the driver side, when I grab the half shaft and shake it up and down, it moved a bunch, and then I started to notice it was slinging oil from the seal. So what I found, and hopefully this will help some people out, save a little aggravation and some money. What went on was two things. I'm going to show you a close-up here of the seal surface, so you can see there's two grooves cut into that thing. Well, that isn't any good. Obviously it's not going to seal. There's no such thing as a seal saver on it, and even if there was, it wouldn't fix the other issue that I found. So the next issue was the splines in it got torn up too. And of course you can't see, with the naked eye. I mean, it still works, but it moves around a bunch. And oddly enough, when you look at this other side here, there is marks, but they're not nearly as bad as the other side. So what I've come up with is the fact that when they built these things, I guess one metallurgist made it different than the other guy. And it just so happens that this piece that's in split apart here, this one, must be softer metal than this one. Alright, so here's the other issue too. Let's see if I can show you guys with one hand here. This bearing surface and this bearing surface, there is no plain bearing or anything. It's just metal on metal. So they're assuming that the oil will keep it okay. But watch, probably just see with my hands right here how much this walks back and forth. That was where I was seeing the play. Along with the splines being worn out, the half shaft moving up and down was actually this part walking back and forth. And it gets really exaggerated by the time you get out to the half shaft, the stub axle part that comes off. Alright, so as much as I didn't want to, I actually decided to buy a kit from It's All Balls. They have the seals, the bearings, and all that kind of stuff right here. I was thinking I was going to cut a fat hog in the ass, and what I neglected to do was actually find the problem before I ordered it. So this kit here goes for about 79 bucks. Gives you all the seals, which is cool. The seals from Polaris, just for this big one for the diff end here, and the two, which is here and there, are around 70 bucks. So I guess I got the bearings for free. So what's the fix? The fix is simply this. This center section comes in as assembly from Polaris, and the center section that I was showing you before, it's machined so close that you can feel the air pushing by it, or kind of not wanting to close. So it's real tight tolerance. Seal surfaces obviously are brand new, and it comes with new bearings, plastic, the whole deal. Alright, that's the way to fix the front end. That, along with two new seals, and it probably gets you going back in action. I did notice this time too that there was a different brand name in it. So now, good or bad, these are called Hibbards, or Hubbard, Hubbard. Who knows if it says it or not, but the camera, that is, I don't know if it sees it. But anyways, just trust me, those seem to work well. The splines actually look like they're machined a little better. I hope I got a better part. And last but not least, I'll tell you another little thing that I found out, and I don't know exactly if that was the deal or not. But so you have the guys that are having trouble with the all-wheel drive staying engaged. What I had found with mine was this little spring here, and once it gets put onto this little tang right here, see this little deal right here. Anyway, as strange as this may sound, the book that I have, and I guess I can make another video, the one side has to be up over it first before the other one. Now, I say this because when this thing was new, I took it to Polaris, and they took it from me, and they claimed that the thing was magnetized And without getting into what I do for a living, I didn't believe it, but I figured, hey, it's under warranty, whatever you guys got to do. But I ended up taking it apart because they didn't fix the problem. I figured, let me take a look and see what I can find. And that was the only thing that I noticed was different, was the way that these tangs were bent down onto it, and it wasn't letting it return back. All right, so hopefully that helps somebody. So how do we fix it again? New seals, Polaris or all balls, whatever. It would take some pretty good mechanicing to get these particular outside bearings on and off, I would think. Not most people would have that. So this kit here, not so sure that's a great idea. Incidentally, these seals just slide in with a little bit of WD, push them in with your hands. Clean it all up. I do question this if anybody sees the video and knows better. So they have this special fluid from Polaris that's supposed to go into this front. It's not a differential, but this front all-wheel drive unit. I'm not so sold on it, knowing that the damage that I see in this after 3,000 miles. So I'm considering going towards a regular gear oil from Royal Purple, like a 7090 like I got there. And we'll see what it does. Anyway, good luck.